Hello everyone. Welcome to the lecture on principle of duality. Before that, you must be ready with a simplex method and a concept of big M method. Okay. Now we have principle of duality as the given LPP will be called as primal and sometimes it is difficult to solve. But if you write its dual, it is easy to solve. That's why the dual concept is more important and we have one method to solve such dual. Okay. Now let's see what is the difference between given LPP and its dual. Okay. Given primal is of maximization type, it becomes minimization in its dual and vice versa. If constraints are of less than or equal to type, then they becomes greater than or equal to type. Okay. Then total number of variables in primal becomes the total number of constraints in dual. Fourth observation is the coefficient of variables in objective function, that is coefficients of x1, x2, x3 becomes the RHS of the constraint and vice versa. And fifth, if xi is unrestricted in primal, then ith constraint in its dual is of equality type. I repeat, suppose x2 is unrestricted variable in the given primal or given LPP. Then since x2 is unrestricted, we will be having second constraint in its dual of equality type. Okay, in example we have detailed explanation and vice versa. So let's see the first example on this. Procedure is very simple. Construct the dual of following primal. So maximize z equal to 3x1 plus 5x2 subject to the conditions 2x1 plus 6x2 less than or equal to 50, 3x1 plus 2x2 less than or equal to 35 and 5x1 minus 3x2 less than or equal to 10 and x2 less than or equal to 20 where x1 and x2 are greater than or equal to 0. Now first thing to observe that example is of maximization and that's why all constraints should be of less than or equal to type. If RHS of the constraints are negative, first we multiply them by the negative sign to make all the constraints in less than or equal to form. Okay. Now while writing dual, what will be the changes? This maximization type will be of minimization. Coefficients of variables in objective function, that is 3 and 5, becomes RHS of the constraint. RHS of the constraint become the coefficient of variables in objective function. These are the minimum changes will happen. So let's see how to write it. We have simple tabular method here or matrix method here. So what we do, we write first maximization problem into less than or equal to type constraints. Once it is done, then we write 3 and 5 here, that is coefficients of variables from objective function. Then we write all RHS vertically here. Then this is the matrix from LHS of the constraint, that is 2, 6, 3, 2, 5, minus 3 and 0, 1 here. Now what we do, we take its transpose. So first row, this row becomes last column. So here it is 3, 5 and this 50, 35, 10 and 20 becomes first row. So within these two row and column we get shuffling, and this matrix which is 4 by 2 we take its transpose, that is a 2, 6 is your first row, we have 2, 6 in result as first column. Therefore 3, 2, 5 minus 3 and 0, 1 becomes 3, 2, 5 minus 3 and 0, 1, that is all rows becomes column. So 3 and 5 gets shuffled with 50, 35, 10 and 25, whereas this quotient matrix becomes transposed. And we write now given LPP was maximization, so while writing dual we write minimization. Given objective function was z, we write another notation w. Given variables were x1, x2, x3, we write y1, y2, y3, y4 accordingly. Okay, these are the first changes. Now given coefficient from objective function were 3 and 5, now we write with new row, that is 50, 35, 10 and 20. Since there are 4 constants, we need 4 variables. So we write minimize w equal to 50 y1 plus 35 y2 plus 10 y3 plus 20 y4 subject to 2 y1 plus 3 y2 plus 5 y3 plus 0 y4 greater than or equal to 3. I repeat, given LPP was of maximization and its all constants were less than or equal to type, but in dual problem is of minimization, and all constants are of greater than or equal to type. Okay, second constant is 6y1 plus 2y2 minus 3y3 plus y4 greater than or equal to 5. And this y1, y2, y3, 4 variables are non-negative. This is the simplest way of solving or writing dual of a given problem. Let's see one more example. Write the dual of the following primal. Okay, so given LPP is called primal and we are writing its dual. Again here the given LPP is of maximization and we have three variables x1, x2 and x3 and subject to the three constants. Okay, so question is of maximization, all constants should be of less than or equal to type and they are. Therefore we write its matrix. So we have coefficients of variables of objective function, that is 1, minus 1 and 3 as your top row, and we have RHS 10, 2 and 6 we have rightmost column. Okay, so these two will get shuffled with each other, whereas this matrix is of coefficients, that is 1, 1 and 1, 2, 0 and minus 1 and 2, minus 2, minus 3. Okay, so 1, minus 1, 3 becomes now RHS of the constant. 10 to 6 goes to top element, that is the transpose of this matrix will be taken as 1, 1, 1 is first row and we have in result 1, 1, 1 as first column. Similarly other rows and columns. Okay, now we write its dual. So given LPP is of maximization, we have resultant dual as of minimization, W equal to, we have 10y1 plus 2y2 plus 6y3. So there are three constants, that's why three variables are required. Subject to the constants y1 plus 2y2 plus 2y3 greater than or equal to 1. We have question of minimization, that's why inequalities will be of greater than or equal to type. Second constant y1 plus 0y2 minus 2y3 greater than or equal to minus 1, and third y1 minus y2 minus y3, this is minus 3y3 greater than or equal to 3, and all these three variables are non-negative. Okay, so these two examples were of same type. Let's see one more example with little change. Write the dual of the following LPP. So now this is the first example of minimization. Minimize Z with 3x1 minus 2x2 plus 4x3 subject to 3x1 plus 5x2 plus 4x3 greater than or equal to 7 and all other constants are seen. Now first thing to observe that if LPP is of minimization, we must have all the constraint greater than or equal to type. But if you see, third constraint is of less than or equal to type. So what we do? We multiply first third constraint with minus sign to make it greater than or equal to type. Okay, so we get resultant dual. Now see, we have 3, minus 2 and 4 as RHS of the constraint in dual. Then 7, 4, this will be minus 10 after multiplying both sides by minus sign. Then 3 and 2, this becomes coefficients of variables in objective function. So 7, 4, minus 10, 3 and 2. After that, minimization Z becomes the maximization W problem. One more thing, this coefficient matrix becomes its transpose. That's why 3, 5, 4 was first row becomes now first column, 3, 5, 4. Similarly 6, 1 and 3 is your second column. Third row was multiplied by minus sign. So resultant row is minus 7 plus 2 and 1. So minus 7, 2 and 1 is now third column. Then 1 minus 2, 5 is fourth column, and 4, 7 minus 2 is fifth column. So this way, this is the resultant dual of given primal. All these variables y1, y2, y3, y4, y5 are non-negative. Now fourth example, this is the first example with the equality constant, right? So listen carefully. Find the dual of following primal. Maximize Z equal to 2x1 minus x2 plus 3x3 subject to the constraint x1 minus 2x2 plus 3x3 greater than or equal to 4, 2x1 plus 0x2 plus x3 less than or equal to 10, and x1 plus x2 plus 3x3 equal to 20. And where one more thing is there, x1 and x3 are non-negative, that's why they are restricted, because there is a restriction of non-negativity, but x2 is unrestricted. So we have no restriction on x2. It may be positive, it may be negative or 0. Therefore, we have to restrict x2 in this way. So see, two things here, equality constraint and unrestricted variable. In the discussion of starting, we had seen that if xi variable is unrestricted, then ith constraint will be of equality type and vice versa. It means if third constraint is of equation type, then third variable will be unrestricted in the dual. So similarly here, observation must be x2 is unrestricted. It means in result, second constraint will be of equality type. Moreover, here third constraint is of equality type. That's why in a result, in a dual, third variable will be unrestricted. So let's see how. So there is no restriction on x2. So we express x2 as x2 dash minus x2 double dash. Okay, and where we restrict x2 dash and x2 double dash are non-negative. Therefore, this way we are restricting x2. So suppose x2 is a 2. So we can write x2 dash and x2 double dash as 5 and 3. So that 5 is positive and 2 is positive. Even if x2 is negative, we can express that negative number with two positive number. Suppose x2 is minus 2, then we can have x2 dash as a 3 and x2 double dash as 5. So 3 minus 5 gives us minus 2, whereas 3 and 5 both are positive. So this way, though x2 was unrestricted, we can express it as combination of two positive numbers. Okay, and this way. Second, the equality constraint should be written as, we know a less than or equal to b and if a greater than or equal to b, both together implies that a is equal to b. This is for third constraint. So we will express this constraint into two inequality constraint. I repeat, x1 plus x2 plus 3x3 equal to 20 will be expressed as inequalities. So we'll have two inequalities. Okay, like this. If a is equal to b, we can write it as a less than or equal to b and a greater than or equal to b. Okay, so we write maximize z equal to 2x1. Now x2 is written as a split up x2 dash minus x2 double dash everywhere in objective function as well as in constraint wherever x2 comes, plus 3x3 subject to the conditions. Now one more thing here, example is of maximization type. That's why we have to ensure that all these inequalities are of less than or equal to type. So first is not, that's why we multiply both sides by minus sign. So we get first constraint as minus x1 plus 2x2 minus x3 less than or equal to minus 4. Then we write here it as minus x1 plus 2 and x2 is written as a split up minus x3 less than or equal to minus 4. Okay. After that, second constraint is of already less than or equal to type. So only we will express x2's split up. So 2x1 plus 0 as x2 is not available. 0 times x2 dash minus x2 double dash plus x3 less than or equal to 10. Now see third constraint. We have to write third constraint as a split up into two inequalities. So first is x1 plus x2 plus 3x3 less than or equal to 20. So here it is with a split up of x2, and second is x1 plus x2 plus 3x3 greater than or equal to 20. But as it is greater than or equal to and we need less than or equal to, we again multiply that fourth constraint into minus sign. So we get negation of third constraint, that is minus x1 minus x2 dash minus x2 double dash gives us plus x2 double dash minus 3x3 less than or equal to minus 20. I repeat, third constraint is expressed as left side less than or equal to right side and left side greater than or equal to right side. Since we don't want greater than or equal to type, so we multiply both sides by minus sign. That's why third and the fourth constraints are of opposite in sign, and where all variables, that is x1, x2 dash, x2 double dash, x3 are restricted, that is non-negative. Okay, so we have our general type in standard form, that is question is of maximization, all variables are restricted, all constraints are of less than or equal to type. So we write its matrix form. Okay, so we have 2, minus 1, plus 1 and 3, your top row, minus 4, 10, 20 and minus 20 rightmost column, and we have this coefficient matrix here, that is minus 1, 2, minus 2 and minus 1 as first row and all other rows accordingly. Now we shift them, we shuffle them. First row takes the place of rightmost column and vice versa. That's why 2 minus 1 1 3 comes here and minus 4 10 20 minus 20 comes here, whereas this matrix transpose will be taken, that is minus 2 minus 1 2 minus 2 minus 1 will be now first column and all other rows now columns accordingly. Okay, now while writing dual we have to take care that we have written here third row is equality, that's why third variable will be unrestricted. Second variable is unrestricted, it means the second constant will be of equality type. We have to remember this. While writing dual now, where it is written third constant was equality type, so y3 will be unrestricted. x2 was unrestricted, that's why second constant will be of equality type. So given problem was of maximization z type. Now we have dual as minimization w. Okay, now second thing, minus 4 10 20 minus 20, here minus 4 y1 plus 10 y2. Now while we have observed that y3 will be unrestricted, so last two variables will be y3 dash and y3 double dash, because if y3 is unrestricted we have to restrict by splitting it into y3 dash and y3 double dash. So please take care of this. Subject to first row is minus 1 2 1 and minus 1 gives us minus y1 plus 2y2 plus y3 dash and minus y3 double dash. So last elements will be the coefficients of y3 dash and y3 double dash greater than or equal to 2. Second gives us second constraint, third row and fourth row gives us third and fourth constraint accordingly. Now one more thing to observe here, x2 was unrestricted, that's why our second constraint will be of equality type. If we observe second and third constraint, they are equal with opposite sign, so we have to merge them, it will be converted into equality type. Therefore this is, if we multiply third row by minus sign, we get all coefficients same, like a greater than or equal to b and a less than or equal to b type. So both together we can write a equal to b type. Therefore in next step we write minimize w with minus 4 y1 plus 10 y2 plus 20 y3, as we have taken 20 outside, y3 dash minus y3 double dash is y3, subject to minus y1 plus 2 y2 plus y3 greater than or equal to 2. Then if we merge second and third row, we get 2y1 plus 0 y2 plus y3 equal to minus 1. Okay, so I repeat, take this as a greater than or equal to b, and if we multiply third constraint by minus sign, we get same a less than or equal to b. So both implies that a is equal to b, and that's why we have second constraint of equality type, and third constraint as it is with minus y1 plus y2 plus 3y3 greater than or equal to 3. And here we have y3 as unrestricted, whereas y1 and y2 greater than or equal to 0. We have one more example of this type. Write the dual of the following problem. Maximize z equal to 4x1 plus 9x2 plus 2x3 subject to the conditions 2x1 plus 3x2 plus 2x3 less than or equal to 7, and second constraint is of equality type. Okay, but here all variables are restricted. So the only observation is second constraint which is of equality type, it implies that second variable in the dual, that is y2, will be unrestricted, and since y2 will be unrestricted, we have to treat y2 as y2 dash and y2 double dash wherever required. So observation is given LPP of maximization type, so all constraints should be of less than or equal to type. First is already, but second we have to write in inequality form as next step. So we have maximized z 4x1 plus 9x2 plus 2x3 subject to the first constraint as it is. See second how it is written. Left side is less than or equal to 5 as per requirement of maximization, but third constraint will be left side greater than or equal to type. Therefore to make it again less than or equal to type, we have to multiply both sides by minus sign. So we get minus 3x1 plus 2x2 minus 4x3 less than or equal to minus 5, which was of the less than or equal to type. So we have three constraints. While writing its matrix form, we have 4, 9 and 2 as top element, 7, 5 and minus 5 as rightmost column. In its dual, we get 4, 9, 2 as rightmost column and 7, 5 minus 5 as top row. Whereas this matrix transpose will be taken, 2, 3, 2 becomes 2, 3, 2 as first column, second row and third row becomes second and third column respectively. Okay, now let's write its dual. Given LPP of maximization, resultant dual is of minimization. Given LPP contain x1, x2, x3 as variables, but here we'll have y1 and y2 because as per discussion, second constraint was of equality type. That's why second variable will be of unrestricted type. That's why there is no y3. So 7y1 plus 5y2 dash minus 5y2 double dash subject to 2, 3 and minus 3 are the quotients greater than or equal to type because of minimization type 4. Then 3y1 minus 2y2 dash plus 2y2 double dash greater than or equal to 9 and 2y1 plus 4y2 dash minus 4y2 double dash greater than or equal to 2. So if we merge them, we can see quotients of y2 dash and y2 double dash are same. So if we take them outside, we get y2 dash minus y2 double dash, which is y2, and hence we write y2 is unrestricted and only y1 is restricted, that is non-negative. So this is the dual of given problem.